In earlier days, most inhabitants made a living by growing peanuts and raising sika deer. But after the island's exceptionally rich marine resources were discovered, fisheries soon became the economic lifeline of Green Island. For spiritual guidance, the inhabitants of Green Island turned to a secluded limestone cave. People come here to worship the Buddhist goddess Guanyin, a stalagmite about 1 meter high. To the inhabitants of Green Island, this stone Guanyin is their gracious deity, kind and generous, just like an elder member of the family. In the past, transportation between the villages on the island was very difficult. To meet this demand, pathways that pass through mountains and hills were laboriously built. Seafaring was even more perilous. As Green Island is surrounded by coral reefs, it is not easy for boats to land. The ever-changing tides, currents, and winds are not helping either. One slight misstep would lead to accident. In 1937, U.S. ocean liner President Hoover drifted off course and ran aground near Green Island. Against strong winds and waves, the inhabitants of Green Island spared no efforts to rescue people on board, and not one life was lost. Out of gratitude for the islanders' humane and courageous act, the U.S. government donated this 33.3-meter-high lighthouse. Green Island's connection to the outside did not improve until the 1960s. But victims of human rights violation were also relocated to Green Island. Green Island consequently became a place devoid of human rights and a symbol of white terror. On the other hand, this serenade of Green Island always conjures up romantic dreams. These two entirely different auras make Green Island even more mysterious. Today, Green Island has turned into a landmark in Taiwan's struggle for human rights, as Taiwan embraces true democracy. Green Island has cast off her mysterious veil, and her beauty draws swarms of tourists. However, not every tourist knows about these things. When you ride a motorcycle zooming across the beach at night, numerous hermit crabs, each of them carrying hundreds of eggs to be laid in the ocean, may die under your wheels. When you recklessly grab a scoop of seemingly lifeless shell sand, you actually hold hundreds of living mini shells in your hand. When you carelessly pick a 30-centimeter high reef pemphis, you take the life of what has lived for decades. When you are having fun in the water, you may accidentally kick off a coral dozens of centimeters long. Little do you know that corals grow less than 1 centimeter per year. It takes several billion years of evolution, several million years of plate movement, several thousand years of human migration, and several decades of struggle for human rights to make Green Island a romantic paradise, a heaven on earth. So when you visit the island, savoring all her rare beauty, please come with a loving and caring heart.